25th WA Training Awards.
I'm all for wanting to understand the bigger picture, wanting to get that bird's eye view.
While I have control over my class and while I have a large leadership role within the training centre, to make changes across the board that make a difference, you have to be in leadership.
Being a nurse practitioner will give me independence to work in maybe regional Australia where the access to the hospital and medical assistance is very rare.
Tipping back in and supporting my industry. That's really why I want to become a trainer.
To be able to teach others, I've always had roles that were either being a mentor or an informal leader, so it was a natural progression for me to move into the sector.
I felt like at 33 it was time to be the best I can be, and I started my hairdressing journey at Taylor Weir.
It's a great way to still achieve high levels of education but maintain your regular lifestyle.
There's a lot still to discover, and it's that mystery that really intrigues me.
I always wanted to work out in the community and help people and inspire young people that they can sort of do whatever they desire.
I decided to take on a mature age apprenticeship, retrain myself so that I would have a skill and have a future for my family.
What I enjoyed the most about my training was it was a really culturally safe environment and the trainers made everyone feel really welcome.
So they teach you the raw skills, and then as you go into the workplace they refine those skills so you learn them in more depth and you can master that skill a lot more effectively.
It has given me the confidence to actually go out and present myself to the professionals in the industry and to people.
I really don't think I would have been as successful as I am today if I had have done a university degree.
It's amazing what doors open when you believe in yourself.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Department of Training and Workforce Development and the State Training Board, welcome to the 2019 Western Australian Training Awards presentation dinner. We'd like to extend a special thank you to our valued partners for their sponsorship support. ECA WA, Crown Perth, CCI Apprenticeship Support Australia, the Graham Polypharma Foundation, MEGT, Roy Hill, Training Accreditation Council, AMA Apprenticeship and Traineeship Services, AV Partners. Please welcome your MC, Lisa Fernandez.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Department of Training and Workforce, I'd like to welcome you all to the WA Training Awards 25th anniversary event. Give yourselves a round of applause, you'll look great. There's definitely a buzz in the air, and we're really looking forward to celebrating tonight. There's a gentleman to my left, he can't see me, but I was watching him before getting ready to disco, and we like that. We like those sort of early celebrations. I'm super excited to be your MC for this evening. I was here a couple of years ago, and it was a fantastic night, full of celebration and laughter and fun, and we want that again tonight. We are celebrating the most outstanding apprentices, trainees, vocational students and trainers, and the contribution of WA's training providers and employers committed to a highly skilled and talented workforce. Thank you all for being here to support this year's finalists. Finalists this year are from all around our state, from Broome. Anyone here from Broome? Where are you? There you are. From Bunbury. Bunbury, where are Bunbury crew? Representing a diverse range of industries, from construction to community service, from beauty therapy to ICT. These stories demonstrate the unique ability of the training system to inspire individuals to transform their futures and obtain skills required for future job needs. I'd like to extend a very special welcome to our guests this evening. We have Honourable Samantha Rowe, MLC, Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister for Education and Training. We have Ms Anne Driscoll, Director General, Department of Training and Workforce Development. We have members of the State Training Board, and we also have Mr Carl Copeland, CEO, ECA WA, presentation dinner sponsor. Please welcome them all for supporting this program and being here tonight. Now, I have reserved a very special thank you to all the Eagles supporters here tonight. How are you all? I mean, it's a stressful night for you. Would you agree? We're still at half-time, I think, 45-35 if you want to know. So I will keep you updated throughout the night. I can be completely impartial. It doesn't mean you can all talk about the game. I can be completely impartial because I'm a Freo supporter and I'm miserable all the time. So we will celebrate your joy tonight, the Eagles. Go Eagles, all right? You'll never hear me say that ever again, ever. Now, before we get started, I'd like to run over some housekeeping. Toilets and exits are located out of the doors to the left, just down the passage. In the likely event of an emergency, such as the Eagles beating Geelong, please follow directions from Crown staff. They are all around and they will help you get to the nearest television. To welcome you and acknowledge the traditional owners of this land, I would like to introduce Mr. Trevor Stack. He will be doing a welcome to country and Isaiah will be on the didgeridoo. Please make them welcome.
"25 years in the conference, the training awards. All the best to the recipients of the awards tonight. My name's Trevor Stack, like I said, standing here with my grandson. I'm very honoured to be here to do Welcome to Country, and I'm also very honoured to stand with my grandson on stage to do Welcome to Country for you. We'll go into that stage later where I'll do the old style of Welcome to Country and singing, and grandson will finish off with the dids. Sorry about that. But when I stand on Noongar country, this Wajak country, I stand here and I talk on behalf of my grandfather, which was born just up the road. When I say Demaga Mamaga Wirin, Det Nining, Noongar Buja, Wajak Buja, Burulu. I welcome my grandmothers and grandfathers to come and sit with us here on this country, which is Wajak country, next to Perth, Burulu. When I do, I sing a song, a Welcome to Country song, Go Melana. And the song comes from Kings Park, the head of the spider, Ka Karijap. Warnae Ga Melana, Warnae Ga Melana, Boyangarda Wanare, Boyangarda Warnae, Warnae Gamelana, Boyangarda Wanare. On behalf of my grandson and myself, we'd like to wish you all the best for the night. Like I said, the recipients for tonight's awards, just understand what I said about grandmother and grandfathers. They'll be looking over you guys tonight. Safe travels. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, Trevor Stack and Isaiah. Tonight's awards celebrate the achievements of talented individuals who've shown dedication to training in WA. The WA Training Awards don't just celebrate the training sector, they actually showcase that sector. So much of what you see here tonight is the product of quality training. Firstly, an example of that, I'd like to thank the very talented and hardworking Jonte Morgan. Jonte was WA Vocational Student of the Year 2011, and she has designed my outfit tonight, and she has a clothing company, a very successful one here in WA. We're going to be hearing from Jonte and other past winners later on this evening. At the back of the room, if you all have a look, you'll find our pamper station, and it's conveniently located next to our photographer, so if you want a little freshen up, you can visit the beauty students from North Metropolitan TAFE and hairdressing students from Taylor Weir International School of Hairdressing. That does, big round of applause for them, absolutely. So what that means is that you can get a little bit trashy tonight, go back and still look fabulous. That's just the moral of the story. Works for me every time. Out in the foyer, we have North Metropolitan TAFE student radio station Boom Radio. Now, they're broadcasting live from our event tonight. During the dinner break, I'm going to go and have a chat with them later about how tough the media industry is and maybe talk to them about changing careers. But they're happy there now, so that's the main thing. Now, earlier this evening, you also heard some beautiful music from Violet Orange. Round of applause for them. And later on, you're going to hear from Oliver and Frankie, and they are all music students at North Metropolitan TAFE and Wata. Have a look at your tables. The floral arrangements were created by South Metropolitan TAFE floristry students. And we have exceptional support throughout the night by the North Metropolitan TAFE event management students. So they are around tonight, and again, a big round of applause to them. The Minister for Education and Training, the Honourable Sue Ellery MLC, she can't be here tonight, but she's recorded a video, so we're going to turn to the video screen and have a listen to her message.
So welcome to the 2019 Training Awards. I'm really sorry that I can't be with you tonight, but I'll be on a plane coming back from Melbourne as we speak, and I'm really hoping that right now Eagles are smashing the Cats. But more importantly tonight, it is 25 years of celebrating excellence in training. Tonight we celebrate whether they're students, trainees, apprentices, trainers themselves, training organisations and employers for excellence in training. A key part of the success of training in Western Australia is the partnerships between employers and training organisations, between government, between RTOs, between group training providers across the board. Tonight is celebrating the success of those organisations. Congratulations to all of the finalists, particular congratulations to the winners tonight. I know that you represent all that is excellent in your particular sphere. Can I also thank the sponsors for tonight? Events like tonight don't happen without that level of sponsorship. Can I thank you all for your continued investment in training in Western Australia? Again, I'm sorry I can't be with you tonight, folks. Have a great evening.
But someone who is here tonight is the Honourable Samantha Rowe MLC. She's representing the Minister for Education and Training, and we would love to welcome her to the stage right now. Samantha Rowe MLC, she's going to officially open the proceedings.
I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Can I begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet tonight and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Can I also acknowledge all of the members of the State Training Board that are here tonight? Mr Ian Hill, Chair of the Training Accreditation Council and the Construction Training Fund. And I'm also told that Ian was the one that first initiated the WA Training Awards some 25 years ago. So congratulations, Ian. Ms Anne Driscoll, the Director of the General Department of Training and Workforce Development. Mr Stephen Davison, Director of Operations at CCI WA. Dr Deborah Sace, Executive Director of Catholic Education. to the managing directors of TAFEs, registered training providers and employers, and of course to Carl Copeland from NECA, who's one of the major event sponsors tonight. It's my absolute pleasure to be part of the celebrations tonight, representing the Honourable Sue Ellery, Minister for Education and Training. Sue and I have very different ideas around football teams. While she is a mad Eagles supporter, I'm a very sad Essendon supporter. So go Geelong. Sorry. But tonight is a really important celebration, and it's a celebration because it's 25 years of the WA Training Awards. And that's important because what we're doing is showcasing a real difference that vocational education can make to young people. And tonight we applaud the outstanding achievements of the finalists who have been nominated for an award. And it's important to recognise that there are many people in this room who have helped the finalists along the way to where they are tonight. And I'd like to start by acknowledging some of the employers that are here in the room, industry employers who have invested a lot of time and effort in training. Often when times are tough, the easiest thing to do is to stop investing in training, when we know in fact it's the very thing that you should be keep investing in so that you can take advantage of things when they start to improve. And I think it's a real testament that you have continued to invest, and it's a real statement of your commitment to the future of this industry, and I want to thank you for that. There are some brilliant industry partnerships happening in our training sector, such as the resource industry collaboration between Rio Tinto and the South Metropolitan TAFE, which has just commenced delivery of 2 groundbreaking automation courses. There's also the Pilbara collaboration between North Regional TAFE, the CME and its industry partners, delivering exciting new pre-apprenticeship opportunities. Our government recently released a series of 12 priority areas to deliver better outcomes for Western Australians. And one of those target areas is called a strong economy. And the KPI that we have set ourselves in this area is to create 150,000 jobs in Western Australia by 2023-24. This will include an extra 30,000 jobs in regional Western Australia through economic and job diversification. And one of the initiatives that we have introduced to help us reach this is the new Employer Incentive Scheme, which is to assist business with the cost of taking on new apprentices and new entrant trainees. The other people that I would like to acknowledge in the room tonight are the family members, the parents, the carers, the partners of the young finalists that are here. Often, yeah, that's a big round of applause. It is a real team effort to get the young person here tonight. It's a huge achievement for them, and no doubt they couldn't have reached this point with all of your support. To all of the students that are here tonight, to all of the finalists that have been nominated and those that are going to go on and become winners, congratulations on your success and the incredible amount of hard work that you have put in to get to this point. Celebrate tonight, take advantage of the people that are in the room, and congratulate yourselves for this huge achievement. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge the many training providers that are in the room tonight. Whether you are small or large, you are the backbone of WA's training sector. To have made it here tonight as a finalist shows that your organisations are doing some really extraordinary work. Last year's WA Training Award winners went on to win 6 national categories in the 2018 Australian Training Awards. So winners tonight, yeah, that's huge. Winners tonight may have the opportunity to replicate that success later this year in Brisbane. Thank you so much to everyone that has made this 2019 WA Training Awards possible, including all of the sponsors, the judges, training organisations, the mentors, and of course the Department of Training and Workforce Development. I want to wish you all the very best of luck tonight. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you again to Samantha Rowe for those words. Tonight's awards would not be possible without the generous support of the WA Training Awards sponsors. Now, this year's presentation dinner sponsor is ECA WA, and representing ECA, I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Carl Copeland, who is the CEO of ECA WA. Carl, please make your way to the stage. Watch the stairs.
ECA WA is the peak industry association in Western Australia, representing the interests of and providing services to more than 2,300 members in the electrical, communications and refrigeration industries. ECA WA operates both the College of Electrical Training, who train over 6,500 students annually, and Electrical Group Training, the largest employer of electrical apprentices in WA. ECA WA is committed to raising the profile, business environment and competitiveness of all electrotechnology professionals.
Thanks, Lisa. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's fantastic to see such a great turnout in the room, ready to acknowledge and congratulate the finalists who've been nominated for awards this evening. The Electrical and Communications Association of Western Australia is pleased to be the presentation dinner sponsor for the 25th anniversary of the awards. When we were approached and asked if we could consider being the main sponsor by Alicia, we were delighted. The board thought that it was fitting that as a not-for-profit charity who is here for the betterment of industry, that we support this evening and the fantastic achievements of the WA training community and its students. As an apprentice myself many years ago who left school without any qualifications, I appreciate how VET pathways contextualise your learning and can lead to further education, springboarding your career in many directions. As an organisation, ECA WA has been working and collaborating with the Department of Training and Workforce Development through its many iterations for close to 30 years, both as an employer with our GTO Electrical Group Training, who employs close to 450 apprentices, and also through our RTO, the College of Electrical Training, who has almost 1,600 apprentices in attendance at the moment and trains over 50% of all electrical apprentices in Western Australia. In addition to employment and training, ECA represents industry nationally through the Industry Reference Committee and the Technical Advisory Committees, reviewing the national training packages to ensure that they are fit for purpose and meet the requirements of industry moving forward. We also sit on the board of the UEA Training Council and have representatives on many panels and committees working with both government and industry to ensure that the electrical industry has a voice. But whilst we can pride ourselves in the work we do, we must acknowledge that it's tough out in industry at the moment. And unfortunately, two things that tend to suffer in hard times are training and safety. Neither of which we can afford to be without if we are to have a future workforce that can meet the needs not only of Western Australia, but the whole country. I firmly believe that whether you are a public or a private provider in Western Australia, we have the best industry training in the country, and without employers to place those apprentices and trainees, this would not happen. It's time that the government stepped up and addressed the issue of rising costs to employers who have to work for the apprentices and trainees but can't afford to employ them. Without financial support and subsidies to employ and train apprentices, trainees, mature age students and returning to work females to the workplace, we're going to see a decline in skilled people and potentially face a skills shortage in the future. Finally, I'd like to thank the Department of Training and Workforce Development and the State Training Board, whom host the awards tonight, and I'd also like to thank all electrical contractors without whom my industry would not be possible. I'd also like to acknowledge the WA training community for its hard work and commitment to quality, and I wish all the nominees the best of luck tonight and good luck in advance to those who are going to Brisbane. Please, I thank you and I hope you enjoy your dinner.
Thank you so much, Carl. Throughout the evening, we're going to be sharing all of our excitement, and we're getting to the finalists shortly via our social media channels. So can you just all do me one favour before you need to go and do a touch-up? Can you grab your mobile phones out for me? Go and just do me one favour. Grab your mobile phones out. And I don't want you to get on Tinder or Grindr or Bumble or anything like that. Get the person next to you, take a picture, or whoever you came with, and we're just going to put it on Facebook, or we're going to have it in there, store it in there so you can upload it later on tonight, okay? So get out your phone, let's have a group table picture if you like, have a picture with someone next to you. Do not use getting out your phone as an excuse to look at the footy score. Look at this gentleman, listening to what I'm saying. I love him. He's standing up and he's taking a group table photo. Look at him. And no one's even looking at him. They're not even paying attention to him, and he's just persisting. Well done, sir. Well done. All right, so here's what I want you to do. You've got the photo. Anytime during the night, you can upload it to social media. Shh, you need to listen to the hashtag. It's really important. Hashtag is WATA, WA Training Awards 2019. WATA 2019. You can also go to the WA Training Awards Facebook page, WA Training Awards Facebook page, and hit the like button. So what that means, just a quick little lesson in social media for those who want to know. If you then search the hashtag, you can find all the photos from the night by searching the hashtag. You don't need to know everyone in the room. All right? People are still taking selfies. That's good. I'll wait till I get them all back. All right, are we ready? Have we got all the photos? Because we want to be trending, okay? We want to be trending as much as the Eagles are going to be trending on social media. So, these guys are still, this table over here is still taking selfies. Look at them. They've gone selfie crazy. I open the door, you open the door on some people and you can never shut it. It's all over. Never shut the door. All right. We're going to get back to the program. You can all look at Tinder later on. Someone needs to explain to that gentleman down there what Tinder is. I'm not going to. Okay, back to the program. This year, the WA Training Awards, they are celebrating 25 years of excellence in the training sector, which gives us an opportunity to reflect on finalists and winners' journeys that showcase what can be achieved through training. Throughout the night, as I mentioned earlier, ambassadors and past winners are also going to be sharing their experiences as part of the anniversary celebrations. The organisers asked me to reflect on where I was 25 years ago, but I was in kindy, so I don't really have much to give. Okay, you laughed too hard. There was too much laughter over here. We caught up with some winners from the 25-year history of the awards. So before you tuck into your entree, I ask you to turn to the screens to enjoy and celebrate some of those experiences.
Yeah, I'm Grant.
Ah, good. Card with my name on.
Hi, I'm Amanda Smith and I'm a chef lecturer in Margaret River.
Hi, I'm Carl Copeland. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Electrical and Communications Association of Western Australia.
Hi, I'm Lonnie Bossy. I'm COO at Crown. And in 2015, one of my proudest moments, our team won National Employer of the Year down in Hobart. My pathway over the years has been quite diverse. It's mostly been on the job experience and a lot of different 360 feedbacks that have really helped me to develop my career.
And Sam Mancini. I look after learning and development for the gaming division at Crown.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm a veterinary nurse and a veterinary student. And in 2014, I won the West Australian Trainee of the Year.
Hello, I'm David Singleton. I'm the CEO of Austell Worldwide. We won the Employer of the Year contest in 1998.
Hi, I'm Jonte Morgan and I'm a fashion designer. In 2011, I won the Vocational Student of WA. And then a little bit about me. Since winning, I went on to set up my fashion label in 2012. I registered my business, and now in my 7th year of business, I've got stockists around WA and interstate, and also see my designs overseas a lot and worn on lots of celebrities. So that's been great.
I'm Richard. I'm a Director of Business Development. In 2005, I won the category for Trainer of the Year.
Hi, I'm Ashley Sunoco, and I won the 2008 Apprentice of the Year. I'm currently a lecturer in cabinet making. I'm a cabinet furniture maker by trade. Started off as a technician working for the TAFE, then became lecturing a little bit of relief, night classes, and now also where my training journey is expanding, I'm actually training apprentices to go into the World Skills competition.
My name's Josh Antonovich, and I'm a process operator for Woodside Energy, and I started my time, I think I won the WA Trainee of the Year back in 2013, so still working with the same company.
My name's Grant Chattleborough. I was the State's Apprentice Award winner in 1999, and I currently work for the City of Wanneroo as Manager of Parks and Conservation.
And I'm Jared Stone. I'm an Innovation and Capability Business Partner at Western Power, and in 2015 I won the WA Apprentice of the Year award.
Training is absolutely necessary for the future of skilled workers.
That's great, yeah. She nailed that one.
I'm a cabinet maker.
Yeah.
Training is paramount to the future of Australia, and I think it's paramount to the future of our industry. Without apprentices, without training, we wouldn't have an industry.
Training is developing and creating new skills and just learning, continuous learning for me.
Training is everything to a young person, to an older person retraining, to formalising skills. Education is lifelong learning, and I think that to be able to have access to vocational education and training is just an entitlement that everyone should have.
Training is extremely important. You only know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know.
Training for me is harnessing the potential that an individual has, the dreams, the insecurities, the aspirations that they have within themselves, and trying to provide them with a spark, with a start-off point, with the skills that they need.
And I think continued education within people's jobs is really important as well. I know, especially in the vet industry, I know it would be the same in any sort of medical industry, that there's always new research and you need to stay updated with what is current to be able to provide the best care, I guess, for your patients or for anyone.
I think training is the heart, really, of Austal in many ways. When I look at the senior people in the organisation around the world, this is in the United States, in Vietnam, in China, in Philippines, and of course in Henderson, Darwin, Cairns, wherever you look, some of the most senior people, in fact the most senior people in most of those organisations, are people who came through the apprenticeship in this company. And why is that the case? Well, because for many years we were the only serious shipbuilder in Australia. We had to do it all ourselves. There was a need, and that drove us to train people. And in training people and getting them excited about what we do, and let's face it, building big ships is exciting for anybody. They have become a big part of our organisation for the future. And that's, that has always excited me, to see young people come into an organisation who are then running the organisation a few decades later.
Training is vital to the success of your career. Training is also vital to growing yourself as a person and your capabilities and your motivation to keep succeeding and to keep learning.
Beautiful.
Thank you to everyone working so hard tonight, and thank you again to Crown Perth for providing us with such a beautiful venue to celebrate such an exciting night and to share their wonderful food and hospitality. So the Department of Training and Workforce Development works in collaboration with the State Training Board to bring you the WA Training Awards. The chair of the State Training Board, Mr. Jim Walker, he unfortunately can't be here tonight, but he's recorded a video message in the spirit of the 25th anniversary. So if you don't mind just turning your eyes to the screen, just for a moment to have a listen to Jim's message.
Good evening. I'm Jim Walker, Chair of the State Training Board, and it's great to be here this evening. What made you want to work in your industry? Well, mine was pretty easy. First off, I was going to become a school teacher, and then I changed my mind at the last minute, became a heavy equipment diesel fitter, and mainly because my father was in industry with trucks and end loaders, so my hobby, weekends, end up becoming my employment, and it's been that whole way my whole life of 45 years working in the industry. It's been fantastic. Finish this sentence. Training is one of the most important things in life, and it's continuous. You never ever stop learning. You never ever stop learning from training. Even now when I'm semi-retired, I'm still learning, and it's the most important part of your life for yourself and also your friends as well. Without my training, I wouldn't have been able to be successful in my working career and being CEO of WestTrac, one of the largest caterpillar dealers in the world. Training is just so important to life. It's also very self-fulfilling, whether you're learning or whether you're actually giving the training as well. You've got to give and take in this world of training. But it's really helped me through my life, and especially starting off as a heavy equipment diesel fitter. The WA Training Awards are 25 this year. How do you feel that training has changed over the last 25 years? The basics of training most probably haven't changed. What has changed is the delivery of training. Nowadays we have a lot more interaction with computers and also online type training, where in my day it was face-to-face in the classroom, and also, which is still the most important thing today, which is the same, is the face-to-face on-the-job training. And what people must realise is that 15% of the training is done at the TAFE or the training organisation. The other 85% is done on the job. And tradesmen still have to recognise that that is still the greatest place where apprentices and trainees learn, is actually on the job. Before I finish this evening, I wish all the winners all the best for the Nationals, and also congratulate the finalists that have been here tonight, because you are winners as well, and wish you all the best for the future. Happy 25th anniversary WA Training Awards.
Thank you so much, Jim. Through celebrating successes, the awards continue to put our state's top achievers in the spotlight and set the benchmark for the future workforce. So, are we ready to meet our WA Training Awards 2019 finalists? Are we ready? Now, I do have just some quick instructions for our finalists. Before your category is announced, just like the police, a member of staff are going to come and collect you from your table, and they're going to bring you to the side of the stage. And our highly organised stage manager is going to be waiting, just like the police, to greet you, okay? But you haven't done anything wrong, you're a finalist, so it's fine. Then when you hear your organisational name called, you make your way to the stage and you stay on the stage until the announcement of the winner. All right, now, this is for you guys. I work in the media, so I have no feelings whatsoever, and it doesn't upset me if you talk over me. All right, I have no soul. I'm not even upset. But the finalists and the winners and the presenters, they might get hurt feelings a little bit if you talk over them. All right, so maybe when they're talking, maybe just don't talk quite as much or loudly. Again, with me, it doesn't matter. So let's kick off the organisational award categories. This year's inaugural Medium Employer of the Year Award, sponsored by Apprenticeship Support Australia, well done, give yourselves a round of applause, powered by CCI WA, recognises a medium enterprise which has achieved excellence in the provision of nationally recognised training to its employees. The winner will be recognised as an industry leader and may also be eligible to compete for the Medium Employer of the Year Award at the Australian Training Awards. So I would love you to welcome to the stage Stephen Davidson from CCI Apprentice Support Australia. He is going to present this award. Stephen, please make your way up here.
Celebrating more than 20 years in business, Apprenticeship Support Australia is funded by the Australian Government to provide apprenticeship and traineeship support to businesses. As a national provider with the largest team in WA, wherever you are, they can support you. Apprenticeship Support Australia assists employers by identifying suitable qualifications, financial incentives, mentoring support, personalised claim support and more. Recruitment support is provided through online platform Skills Road and a recruitment team to help employers find and select the right apprentice or trainee for their business. The finalists for WA Medium Employer of the Year are Eden Corporation Proprietary Limited, trading as McDonald's Karratha. McDonald's Karratha opened its doors on September 1997, but struggled with crew retention and filling managerial positions as people moved to higher paid positions in the mining sector. In response, the company decided to bring back WA apprenticeship traineeships in 2016 with just 2 apprentices and has not looked back since. A total of 41 employees have passed through the WA apprenticeship system, and the operation now has a staff of 80 and a remarkably low staff turnover rate. Ranger Exploration Drilling. Ranger Exploration Drilling Proprietary Limited is a Western Australian mid-sized drilling company providing drilling solutions for the mining industry that strives to provide a safe, reliable and cost-effective product to major industry-leading miners. Since 2015, the company has focused on research and development, improving management systems, and increasing the training and competency of employees, resulting in sustainable company growth of 44% and a pool of well-trained and experienced people for future growth.
WA Medium Employer of the Year 2019 is McDonald's Karratha.
A very big congratulations to both our finalists tonight. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner. We'd love to have Arlene and Clayton from McDonald's Karratha to say a few words. Go on. This is like the Academy Awards. Here you are.
Thank you. 20 seconds, Al. Okay. Have a saying every day when we wake up, and I say to the family and that, son, wake up. We're going to have ourselves a good time today. Well, tonight, everyone, is a good day. Thank you so much, guys. Wow. Okay. Good people, good support, and a great journey. So, thank you very much. I'll have a say. Thank you.
Alan, you can bring the thing down if you want to say something. Yeah, I just have to say something. Yeah, okay. First of all, I would like to thank the sponsor of the award, the CCI Apprentice Australia, and thank you for the Department of Training and Workforce Development for this recognition, and to my boss, Mr. Clayton McIntosh, the RTO of McDonald's, Megan, Cameron, Bobby, McDonald's Karratha, and my family, Agner and Adrian. Well, it is a tough competition of a manpower in a regional town and being up against the draw of the mining opportunity. But with the training program in McDonald's Karratha, We implemented and we have seen increase of crew retention, as well as giving younger crew skills that they can take into the workforce with them, and would eventually serve as a solid guiding point in carving their future. To end, I would acknowledge a quote from Ray Kroc, founder of McDonald's, that we have an obligation to give something back to the community that gives so much to us. With that, thank you and good evening, everyone.
Congratulations. And again, it's worth mentioning at this stage that it takes a great deal of effort to get to be a finalist in the first place. So we congratulate our finalists as well as our winners. Give them a round of applause as they leave the stage. The second award this evening is the WA Large Employer of the Year Award. Now, this award recognises a large enterprise which has achieved excellence in the provision of nationally recognised training to its employees. I would like to welcome to the stage Mr. Ray Sputore, who is a member of the State Training Board. Ray is going to present this award.
The finalists for WA Large Employer of the Year are AFGRI Equipment Australia. As a 15-branch dealership for John Deere, AFGRI Equipment supplies premium new and used agricultural equipment tailored to meet the machinery needs of farmers, as well as providing service and parts. In 2018, recognising the need to attract and retain staff in regional areas, AFGRI established its Apprentice Academy, an initiative with Central Regional TAFE to support its workforce in further training. Since its establishment, the course has provided additional skills training for 78 staff members. Barminco. Barminco is one of the world's largest hard rock underground mining services providers. Founded in 1989, it is a Western Australian-based company with 30 years' experience delivering hard rock underground mining services both domestically and internationally, and employing 3,500 employees worldwide. Its Barminco Leaders Program, BLP, has 102 employees enrolled, of which 24 have graduated with a certificate in BSB 42015, Certificate 4 in Leadership and Management.
And the winner is Barminco.
I'm going to invite some representatives from Barminco to say a few words. Paul and Amy.
Thank you. I'd just like to thank AFGRI. We spoke to them at the event before this, and they've got some amazing programs. So thank you for being on stage with us tonight. So Barminco was established 30 years ago in Coolgardie with only 30 employees. And we now have 3,800 employees globally, over 4 continents. And the reason we've done that, and one of the fundamental ways we've done that, is through our people and the training we provide our people. Today we have Western Australians stretched from Tanzania to Canada to India, training the local workforce as underground miners. We're extremely proud of the programs that we have. We currently have over 150 apprentices and traineeships within the organisation. On top of that, we have 150 of our leaders going through the Barminco Leaders Program, and we have a further 30 graduate engineers. And all of this is done through innovative technology and training methods, and we're extremely proud of it. We wouldn't be here though tonight without our partners. So I would like to make a special mention of Future Institute, who are here tonight, Train West, WestTrack and TAFE, that support us with all of these programs. But most importantly, our people. So we have a table up the back here of people that have been absolutely critical in putting these programs together, and we wouldn't be here tonight without them, so thank you. I'd also obviously like to thank our hosts, so the Department of Training and Workforce Development and the State Training Board, So thank you very much and have a good night.
Thank you, Amy and Paul from Barmingo. And congratulations again to our finalists, AFGRI, and thank you to Ray for presenting the award. The next award is the Industry Collaboration Award. This award recognises an exemplary skills development collaboration between at least one employer industry body and at least one organisation delivering nationally recognised training. I'd like to invite Ms Anne Driscoll, Director General of the Department of Training and Workforce Development, and she's going to present this award.
The WA Industry Collaboration Award finalists are Electrical Industry Female Participation Program. The Electrical Industry Female Participation Program is led by the College of Electrical Training, which works with a number of partners, including secondary schools, NECA WA and local employers, to improve course accessibility and reduce barriers to female school students obtaining an apprenticeship. The program provides a structured career pathway into the electrical industry, promotes the electrical industry as gender neutral, and delivers a training experience aiming to give students the best possible chance of employment. National Energy Technicians Training. The National Energy Technician Training Scheme, NETS, is a collaboration of leading players in the oil and gas sector and peak training bodies, which aims to address a potential skills shortage in the industry and increase the supply of safe, skilled workers. The scheme is a collaboration between peak industry employers, program training services and ACEPT at South Metropolitan TAFE. The NETS model is designed to use innovative educational approaches, increase community engagement and lower training costs.
The winner of the WA Industry Collaboration Award 2019 is the Electrical Industry Female Participation Program. Congratulations. Ask the winners if they could just come to the stage. Steve Hall would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Anne. I'm very pleased to accept this award on behalf of the College of Electrical Training and also our collaboration partners, NECA WA, Electrical Group Training, Williams Electrical and Bon Electrics. I'd also like to thank the Department of Training and Workforce Development, not only for the opportunity to enter these awards, but the ongoing support with funding and also other things that you do for us. We really do appreciate it. And without that, apprentice training just would not be possible here in Western Australia. I'd also like to thank the National and Electrical Communications Association, electrical contractors and all our students for their continued support and commitment to the improving levels of skills in our industry. I'd also like to acknowledge the dedication and hard work of our staff. Without them, these things just couldn't happen. Certainly, I'm very proud of their efforts and they really make a difference to make the college what it is today. And finally, to our all-female class, we are so proud of you. We are so happy that we could offer you this stepping stone into our industry. Undoubtedly, I'm expecting to see you up here in a couple of years' time. But thank you for choosing us and thank you for supporting us and all the best for your future industry careers in electrotechnology. Thank you.
Congratulations again to the Electrical Industry Female Participation Program. You know what's great being up here to see the enthusiasm and the genuine that Steve has for his program and for what he's doing and for the participants. And thank you as well to Anne for presenting the award. How are you all doing? You all right? Okay, our next award is the WA Small Training Provider of the Year. Shh. This award recognises a registered training organisation that offers a specific range of training products and services and demonstrates excellence and high-level performance in all aspects of vocational education and training. I'd like to welcome Meredith Hammett, she's a member of the State Training Board, to present the awards.
The WA Small Training Provider of the Year finalists are Kimberley Aboriginal Medical Services. Kimberley Aboriginal Medical Services, CAMS, has been committed to providing high-quality vet training in the Kimberley region since 1983, when the first cohort of Aboriginal health workers graduated in Broome. The RTO was first established to offer a local option to study Aboriginal health work without having to relocate to Perth. Courses are designed to offer flexibility and practical supervised experience for Aboriginal healthcare workers providing services to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Marmudich Training. With over 200 enrolled students, Marmudich Training is managed by Aboriginal people with a vision to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one student at a time. Marmudich Training collaborates with community to foster the growth of healthy, economic and socially viable independent people developing their communities. The result is a realistic learning environment and access to high-quality workplace experiences which equip students to fit readily into new positions across the health and community services sectors. Royal Lifesaving WA. The Royal Lifesaving Society Western Australia, or Royal Lifesaving WA, is a community-driven not-for-profit organisation serving as the largest provider of water safety education in Western Australia, with over 40,000 members. Royal Lifesaving WA has been providing life-saving and aquatic rescue training since 1909. With such a long history of life-saving training, the organisation progressed naturally into becoming a registered training organisation offering nationally recognised qualifications, which remains a key focus of the organisation today.
And the winner of the WA Small Training Provider of the Year is the Kimberley Aboriginal Medical Service.
Congratulations to Kimberley Aboriginal Medical Services. I'd like to invite Raylene and Julia to say a few words if you'd like.
Ngaji Kurijan. So hello everyone. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the Wajak Noongar people whose land we meet here on tonight. To the State Training Board, thank you for hosting this prestigious event. The Department of Training, Workforce and Development, and all sponsors for making this event possible. To the CAMS Board, executive team, and our partner, North Regional TAFE. And finally, for our awesome RTO team, yeah? Thank you. Winning this award contributes towards our main aim, and it's attracting new health workers and building our workforce to help our people in our communities in trying to close the gap. So thank you to the other finalists here this evening. Thank you.
And well said. Congratulations to all our finalists and to the winner of tonight's award. All right, so the final organisation category is the WA Large Training Provider of the Year. This award recognises a registered training organisation that offers a broad range of training products and services and demonstrates excellence and high-level performances in all aspects of vocational education and training. I would like to invite Mr. Chris Hall, member of the State Training Board, to present this award. Please give him a round of applause, Mr. Chris Hall. Thank you, Chris. We're now going to meet our finalists.
The finalists for WA Large Training Provider of the Year are Central Regional TAFE. Central Regional TAFE is the major provider of vocational education and training across the Midwest, Gascoyne, Goldfields and Wheatbelt regions of Western Australia. With a total of 9 campuses servicing a geographic area of nearly 1.5 million square kilometres, Central Regional TAFE places strong emphasis on ongoing interaction and consultation with industry and the community, and prides itself on having developed strong partnerships with local employers. North Regional TAFE. North Regional TAFE is the largest provider of training and vocational services in the north of Western Australia. Servicing industries and communities across a region exceeding 1 million square kilometres, it has 11 campuses from Wyndham in the north to Newman in the south, with the college's 3 largest delivery centres at Broome, Karratha and Pundalmurra in South Hedland. In 2018, the college delivered more than 190 nationally recognised and industry-endorsed qualifications to over 7,300 students. South Metropolitan TAFE. South Metropolitan TAFE is a diverse and innovative vocational education and training organisation. Operating across 12 campuses, South Metropolitan TAFE delivers courses ranging from foundation skills in literacy and numeracy to advanced diplomas in cybersecurity and an array of trades apprenticeships. In 2018, that amounted to over 9 million hours of training, from priority training to tailored workforce development programs for organisations around the state.
The recipient of the WA Large Training Provider of the Year 2019 is North Regional TAFE.
Congratulations to North Regional TAFE. I would like to invite Kevin Doig to the stage to say a few words. Kevin.
Thank you very much, and I'd like to acknowledge and thank the sponsors. This is a great surprise for our staff. We started a journey about 18 months ago where we put a clear focus on the student experience, and recently we topped the TAFE College's Student Satisfaction Survey. And we were absolutely delighted with that, and thanked all the staff, and we thought that was, a major achievement, and then to have it topped off with this is just unbelievable. Again, it's all down to our staff. They deliver in some very remote areas. They deliver to some very sophisticated clients, and it's all down to the staff. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations again to North Regional TAFE. Now, every year there are direct entry categories into the Australian Training Awards. I would like to introduce to you this year's WA finalist to the stage. Congratulations. Can you tell us a bit about your apprenticeship programs at Roy Hill?
We have a holistic approach, and Jim Walker mentioned the importance of having on-the-job training. We recognise that, the job-specific skills, but we try and provide a more of a holistic approach. So we got a range of programs that we use, professional programs and personal development, so that we can get our apprentices evolution skills and also make sure they're future-proofed. It's really important for us to give them a customised program, and that means that they can be successful and also Roy Hill can be successful. And I think it would be remiss for us to not recognise that we don't do this by ourselves. As been mentioned by Sue Ellery, and I think Barminco did the same. And we've got vet partners that we use, and they're really important to us. And just on behalf of Roy Hill, I know some of them are here tonight. I'd just like to thank them for their support. Our success is built on their success.
One more question for you, Tony. Thank you. Now, remember what I said about my feelings won't get hurt, but you might hurt Tony's feelings. Shh. If he walks off this stage crying, not my fault. Shh. All right. Now, Tony, this isn't your first time at the Australian Training Awards. Last year you were here as a finalist for the Large Employer of the Year. What was that experience like?
We had a fantastic experience. We were obviously really thrilled to win the WA Trainer Larger Employer, and then be nominated to go to the Nationals, be one of the successful 3 nominees. We had a fantastic night, and although we didn't win the final outcome, we were thrilled to represent WA and represent the large employers within WA. I think the other experience that we had was when we brought it back into the workplace. It helped the organisation recognise that we've got some really great training capability and really great training programmes that were nationally recognised. And I think the second element was the recognition for the training team, the work that they're doing and the hours that they put in has been really valuable, and that again was part of the recognition for us.
All right, well, congratulations. All the best when you go to Brisbane.
Thank you.
In November. Are you taking a big team or who's going? All of you are going?
We'll have a big team.
You have a big team. All right, so it's going to be party time in Bris Vegas. All the best, and thank you so much, Tony Whitcomb from Roy Hill Holdings. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, Tony.
It's my dad. My dad encouraged me to be the best I could at whatever I wanted to do. And when I wanted to go into the military to do my apprenticeship as an electrical fitter, my dad said nothing's impossible, and he encouraged me all the way. And here I am years later. Not only am I a licensed electrician, but I'm also the CEO of the association as well.
So for me, my mum worked in fashion, so I'm originally South African, and I went to all of her classes. So she was a fashion lecturer, and I went to all of her classes when I was younger. And I think from that, it just embedded in me from a young age. I was there drawing my Barbies while her students were drawing models, and from then onwards, it was fashion industry was definitely my calling.
Nice.
Yeah.
For me, the oil and gas industry it seemed challenging. It seemed like there was cutting edge stuff happening, and I guess getting that opportunity to see a bit of the engineering world and what goes on subsea as well as onshore. It was just the unknown for me, I guess, was probably what made me want to get into the industry.
But once I started being surrounded by kind of the more medical side of the veterinary industry, that's what I've really fallen in love with, and kind of the problem solving of when there is a sick patient that comes in, trying to figure out what is actually wrong with them and how to treat them is something that I really value, because our patients can't really tell us what's wrong with them, so it is a lot of problem solving skills, and being able to kind of work that out is something that I really love.
I sort of fell into it, to be honest. I finished high school, scored pretty well in my TEE and was poised to go to uni, but was probably a little immature and not sure of what I wanted. So I took a year off and went surfing with my mates, and basically the old man came home one day and said, I've got you a traineeship lined up and you will be doing it. So yeah, that's how I ended up doing what I'm doing.
Did a model making technology course in year 9, which was where we built little boats and aeroplanes. And then year 11 and 12, started doing a furniture design and technology course. And from literally day one of that course, it was a couple of hours a day, loved it. So I was like, this is for me. This is where I want to go.
Just a love for the outdoors, really, and just to have that as an office was really attractive to me at the time.
Nice. And what was the biggest takeaway for you from your training pathway?
Probably just combine practical work experience with formal education.
I love seeing things created almost from nothing. You know, I go into the shipyard in the morning and I see hundreds of tons of flat aluminium lying on the ground, relatively worthless. And then 18 months later, there is this incredible ship in the water. And when we talk about a ship in the water, this will be a ship which will be one of the fastest ships on the ocean, anywhere in the world, building ships that no one else in the world is capable of doing. And all of it came from that flat aluminium and the labour and the capability of the people that turned that into a ship. If that doesn't inspire people, I really don't know what would.
I'd still be working at Chicken Treat.
Without my training, I'd probably spend every day on the beach. Is that the wrong message?
Without my training, I probably would be going to a job that I didn't like doing. So for me at the moment, and for until the foreseeable future, I go to work and I'm happy, I love it. I feel like I'm not working at all.
Yeah, without my training, yeah, that was a good one.
Copyright me.
Yeah.
Without my training, I wouldn't have the opportunities for the lifestyle that I have now, or wouldn't have the lifestyle that I've got, and the work-life balance with my roster, and I would have never had the option to do the things that I do today, and it set me up for life having those skills now.
Without my training, I definitely wouldn't be where I am today. I feel very privileged to have completed my vet nursing when I did, because it has allowed me to work in the industry from when I was 17, so that's 6 years. I've been working in the industry for 6 years now, and I've still got 18 months before I graduate. So that means that I've had 6 years of clinical experience and kind of exposure to different cases and everything in the veterinary industry before I'm out practicing as a vet. So I feel like I'll have sort of different day one competencies to some of my peers, and that's solely from my vet nursing, and that's something that you can't, that's just so valuable to me.
I'd like to welcome to the stage WA Trainer of the Year 2018. She was the winner, and it was Crystal Challenger. Hello, Crystal.
Hello, how are we doing?
I'm very well. Now, you went on to win at the Australian Training Awards.
I did indeed. I managed to win the national. Very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Being Australia's best trainer, what's that been like?
It was quite incredible, actually. I never expected even to place at the WA final, so it was quite a big moment for me. And it jump-started me to a whole bunch of exciting things that I got to do this year.
Well, talking about that, so you are a performing arts teacher and trainer, and I understand you took a group of students, listen to this, you took a group of students to perform where?
So my students performed at Disneyland USA just in July. It is actually the third time we've been over there performing, so they are becoming a bit of a regular for the US crowds.
I mean, how was that for them, seriously?
It's pretty fantastic, but through my program they get to do about 40 different shows a year. They've just done January they just did a major sold-out show run for Fringe World Perth, which was fantastic. And they get lots of opportunities around WA as well as internationally, which is great.
And I suppose it's super rewarding to see what they go on and do, isn't it?
It's amazingly rewarding as a trainer. I've had such a great year.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, Crystal, thank you so much. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Crystal Challenger, she was, again, as I said, the winner and went on to win at the Australian Training Awards. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, now, we are going to meet all of our individual category finalists and find out who will be taking out this year's titles. Our very first individual category award is WA Trainer of the Year, sponsored by the Training Accreditation Council. Now, I would like to introduce up to the stage Representative Mr. Ian Hill. He is Chairman of the Training Accreditation Council, and Ian is going to present tonight's award.
The Training Accreditation Council is established under the Vocational Education and Training Act and is an independent statutory body that assures the quality of training and assessment of RTOs registered with the Council and accreditation of courses in the vet sector in Western Australia. The Council operates within a national framework and is the WA vet regulator under the nationally agreed standards. The Council has a strong commitment to reducing regulatory burden whilst ensuring that only RTOs that meet the standards enter and remain in the WA vet sector. The WA Trainer of the Year finalists are Matthew King.
Before I chose to become an electrician, I decided to have a look at becoming a teacher. And so I did 6 months of the teaching course and I didn't really like uni, so it was time to choose something else, so I chose a trade. And I found that in the class I was teaching the students, so I had some quite high-end lecturers that sort of spoke above the kids that just left school's heads. So he would explain it, I would understand it and then relay it back to the students. But I saw the positive relationships that having a decent trainer does. And so I wanted to be able to do that. And then when the option came up in 2012 to start working for the Swantrae Training Centre, working with the 11 and 12 students, I jumped at the chance.
Nathan McMurdo.
I've been taken under the wing of many great chefs and taught lots and lots of things. But it's the opportunity to give some of that knowledge and skill back to not only the youth, we have mature age people come into our class that want to do qualifications for different reasons. So tipping back in and supporting my industry, that's really why I want to become a trainer, make a difference for the future.
Vicky Marie Thompson.
Sometimes the catalyst of your subject area, or the conduit that you're using, which for me is dance, isn't the outcome. The outcome is the skills that you learn, developing, working in groups, being collaborative, listening to other people, taking on other people's opinion. Oh, but dance, they're not all going to be dancers. And I go, no, that's the exciting part. They're not all going to be dancers. We've had students that have gone into health development. They go into lots of different areas, but they take all those quality skills as leaders with them.
Sharon Trent.
In my role, I get to travel to the top of our state and the bottom of our state and everywhere in between. And I always get inspired by the people that I get to meet who are working in the industry and are passionate about the roles that they do. So for me, it's always inspirational to meet those people and know that they're doing a really good job. So for them to be able to take those new knowledge and skills and implement that, then I know that the industry is going to benefit.
And the winner of the WA Trainer of the Year 2019 is Matthew King.
Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Don't believe me, just watch.
Congratulations, Matthew King. Matthew, would you like to come and have a few words?
Well, first I'm a bit shocked. I didn't actually write anything down because I didn't think I was going to win. So thank you very much. Thank you for the sponsors and obviously the great other finalists. A couple of big thank yous. Wayne from CET, Steve from CET, and Carl now from the big wig ECWA. Without you guys, the program that we run within a school would not happen. Just to give you a background, 2012 I went and had a chat with Carl and Wayne and said, hey, we want to teach electrical within a school, but we want to employ me as the trainer. And for some crazy reason, the guy said yes. So, look, really appreciate what you've done with us, and we're growing and doing better things as we go through. And last big thank you, I guess, is to my lovely wife, who allowed me to stop being a tradesman and become a trainer. Always supports me through. And thanks to all my students. And once again, training, vetting schools is the way forward. So let's just keep pushing that where we can. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew King, and thank you to all our finalists tonight. So well deserved. Give them a round of applause as they leave the stage. Thank you, and Ian, thank you for presenting the award. Like I said, before each award, we're going to chat very briefly to last year's winner, So I would like to welcome last year's winner of WA International Student of the Year. Ananda Dallin is going to share her story. Please welcome Ananda back on stage. International Student of the Year 2018. Welcome, Ananda.
Thank you.
Now, you trained as a chef.
Yes, correct.
I can see, well, the question I'm meant to be asking Ananda is, so what have you been up to? And she's pregnant, so that's a bit...
Yeah, so one of the things I've been up to is getting a baby.
Yeah, getting pregnant. So what have you been doing as a chef?
So I've been working at the same place I was working last year during the competition at Someday Coffee in Florida. Also, I've been working at Optus now, just got a job there under head chefing of Chef Brian, which has been really amazing. And also last year, I just finished my last course at TAFE, at North TAFE. I did patisserie, got to be taught by one of the finalists of the lectures of the year.
Yeah.
So it was really great.
Is there anything you're not eating?
Oh, I can't eat a lot of things. I really want to eat sushi.
Yeah.
And I can't have. So I'm glad tonight we don't have any Asian style food, so I don't stay behind on the food.
And when are you due? When are you going to have the baby?
January 22nd. So it's pretty close. I'm 5 months now.
5 months. You don't even look 5 months pregnant at all, but congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So what do you see as your future chefing? Where are you going to go after the baby?
So my goal is to become a teacher in the future. So at the moment I'm doing English course that's to undertake tests to go to uni that international students need to have to be able to join a university in Australia.
Okay.
So I'm doing this course, and probably next year, after the baby's about 6 months, I'll try to get into uni to learn teaching.
Yeah.
And probably, if everything goes well, I'll become a lecturer in the future. So that's my goal.
All right, Ananda, obviously a deserving winner. Thank you. Thank you, Ananda. Obviously a deserving winner, and all the best with the baby. You look gorgeous. Give a round of applause to Ananda as she leaves the very steep stage. Make sure she gets down all right. Thank you, sir. All right, to present the award for WA International Student of the Year 2019, I would like you to welcome Fran Kirby, who is the State Training Board member.
The WA International Student of the Year finalists are Vita Sequeira Marx.
I always wanted to live abroad and have new experiences and improve my English. And here I have the opportunity to do this and also study more, something related to my field, which is biology. Well, I would say there are going to be a lot of challenges, but if your commitment to your dreams and what you want to do after you go through this journey, you're going to be fine.
Martin Gillies.
The thing that I've enjoyed most about my training is the enthusiasm of my lecturers and the knowledge that they've been able to give me, which has allowed me to secure employment within the industry. I was recently awarded the CISWA International Vet Student of the Year 2019, and this has been great to get recognition for the work that I've put in during my studies and through my student placements.
Dushitsa Popovsky.
I have remarkable experience with North Metropolitan TAFE. The important point from as a part of our course, as a part of our package, is the moment that we can go out on clinical placement, and that's great opportunity to put your hands on, so you can see where your skills needs to go, and that's a good to build up your confidence. So once you finish, you know how it's look like in a real world with a real patient.
Paula Jimena Roa Ayala.
I taught biology in high school in Colombia. That media productions I used to do with my students that will help them into achieving their academic goals. I decided that I wanted to pursue that passion and that natural documentary will be the best way for me to go, because I felt that was my passion for science will be amazing to measure with my passion for media.
And the winner of the WA International Student of the Year 2019 is Doshit Sapovsky.
We'll never know what stands behind the door. But I got a feeling, it's a feeling that's worth dying for. Just close your eyes and hold your breath because it
Big
feels
congratulations to our winner, Dushitska. How do we say your name properly? You do it.
Dushitsa.
Dushitsa. Congratulations. We'd love you to say a few words.
Thank you. Good evening to everyone. I want to address a massive thank you to the Department of Training and Workforce Development for this award. It means a lot for me. And a huge thank you to North Metropolitan TAFE for addressing me as an ambassador for 2019. Thank you. And also, thank you to my family for all the support and encouragement throughout this journey. My mission is not finished yet. This is just beginning. This award means more motivation for me to work harder. And my mission is to provide medical assistance, specifically to the remote areas in Australia. And also, I will work and I will continue to promote Western Australia as an educational haven for the current and future international students. Thank you.
Congratulations. Well said, Dushitsa, and thank you so much to all our finalists as well. And thank you to Fran Kirby for presenting the award. Now we're going to get to the WA Cultural Diversity Award. But first, we're going to meet last year's winner, the 2008 winner of the Cultural Diversity Award, and that's William Bowl. And we're going to find out what William has been up to since winning his award. Let's welcome him on stage. They're very rowdy tonight, William. But
Yes.
that just means everyone's having a good time, right?
Yes.
Shh. I feel that William's a soft talker, so that means we all have to be quiet. William, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on your award last year.
Thank you.
Shh. He's a soft talker. Now, you were training in security.
Yes.
So can you tell us what you've been doing since you won last year?
Yes, I still continue doing my security, and I'm changing my career to do a student school pastor. I want to be a school pastor.
Okay.
In the state of security, I see myself
As a pastor?
older. Yeah, school pastor.
School pastor.
Yes.
Okay. What made you kind of realise that you wanted to go in that direction?
I want to go to that direction because I see that security is I'm now too old to do the security.
You're not too old. Come on.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yes, that is why I want to do the
Okay.
Student of the Year.
that's amazing. And so
Yeah.
you're going to pursue that?
Yes.
And how was it winning the award though last year?
Yes, I am very excited today to be here because it gave me to be a Student of the Year
Yeah.
winning of 2018. It made me very exciting to my community,
Yep.
to be a mentor and continue to become a very important person
Yes, set a
in
good
my
example.
community.
Correct. Wonderful.
Yeah.
William, thank you so much for coming up here tonight. It's not easy doing this, is it?
Thank you very much for finalists of 2019. I'm very excited to be here today to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, William. Thank you. Right. Well, thank you all for listening to William. We are now come to the WA Cultural Diversity Training Award 2019, okay? To present the award, please welcome Captain Angela Bond, State Training Board member.
The 2019 WA Cultural Diversity Award finalists are Jaimin Lee,
This training is useful and helpful. It not only helps you improve your English, but also let you know more about Australian culture. It also provides lots of useful information to let you know how to settle a new life in this country. And this training is the key stepping stone for you to start the new life journey in such a wonderful country.
Bronwyn McCain.
Even coming from South Africa to Australia, you wouldn't think there would be a huge cultural difference, but it definitely helps you to do a training within the country that you're in, because it just opens up those networks, it opens up your understanding of how the country works, and really helps you become more of an Australian, and that's the point of wanting to be here. I will encourage any training for anyone.
Bukola Obalele Olieni.
I plan to go for business administration the moment I'm able to have enough finance to get myself financed for that. The opportunity may arise anytime from where I am to switch my role from care support worker to become an admin officer or admin executive. So I believe it's very, very important for one to diversify in learning.
Elena Smirnova.
My dream is to work in the library because I believe that books improve the education of people and they are making the nation better. I have a huge desire to work in an area that is relatable to literacy and education.
The WA Cultural Diversity Training Award 2019 goes to Elena Smirnova.
Congratulations, Elena. Would you like to say just a few words?
Just two?
She wants just to say 2 words, okay? So we all have to listen. Elena, congratulations.
Hello, everyone. I would like to thank WA Training Awards. Also, team, all of them, for their support, for their help, for everything. And I thank my parents, my father and mother. I've learned from them, never stop learning. Thank you, Sonia Magnus.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Elena. And thank you to all our finalists. Please give them a round of applause as they make their way down the stairs. All right, we are going to have dessert coming out shortly, I believe, and we're going to have another little break before we get to the last part of our evening. But it is the 25th anniversary, and we are going to hear from some of our ambassadors now. Now, I believe that quite a few ambassadors in the video are actually here in the room tonight. So after the video, we're going to ask those ambassadors just to stand so we can celebrate their achievements. But right now, we're going to hear one more time from our 25th year ambassadors.
Where were you 25 years ago? Well, I was having my first child in 1994, and for the first time ever in my career of chefing, working zillions of hours and all the unsocial work and everything like that, I was home with an infant going, I've never had so much downtime, I didn't know what to do with myself.
Hopefully in 25 years, I'll be doing something that is just as interesting and challenging as what I'm doing today at Western Power, with change and with innovation and with energy.
I used to always put like real rigid goals in mind for my future, and I've actually learned to just take it as it comes and take the roller coaster ride.
Can I just pick one? Only one? Okay, well I guess I'm very outgoing and down to earth, and I think that helps with my training because what you see is what you get with me, and I'll transfer my passion onto you.
I like to make sure I've researched things before I do it or implement them.
Staying true to yourself and doing what you really want to do is really important to me.
Let's go with creativity. I definitely hope I've got a lot of that in the field I'm in.
Never being challenged again. That would be so miserable.
Oh, my idea of misery would be on one of those desert island places where you only get to choose one food.
Not enjoying your work, I think that's probably something that we can all relate to.
My idea of misery would be to be constrained, you know, to not be allowed to do what I want to do and sort of when I want to do it.
What's your idea of misery?
I'm a Dockers supporter, so I think I've defined that.
What qualities make a great leader? That's easy. Hard work and enthusiasm.
You need at times to rely on the strengths of your staff. We don't know everything, and listening to your staff before you make an informed decision is the way to go.
The strength of a leader is really the strength of the team. The entire team needs to understand that they're in a safe environment in order to succeed. Has to provide clarity of direction, whether that be strategic, whether that be environmental. And the key thing in today's day and age for me is communication.
You've got to have vision, and that vision has got to stretch you and the organisation. There's no point setting easy targets and then just failing to achieve them.
Happy family and the opportunity to do whatever we want to do as a family and seeing my kids grow up and enjoying the work that I do. So that's something that I really do enjoy at the moment, and I think that work-life balance is very important.
My idea of happiness is to be surrounded by like-minded people, to be chasing for success, but success within yourself, that you're really happy with what you're doing.
My sense of happiness is just derived from being busy, feeling like I'm achieving stuff, and having friends that care about me and loving my family.
There's not a day where I go to work and go, oh, like, I hate my job, I don't want to be here. Like, I'm genuinely always really happy to be there and really love what I'm doing.
Work-wise, being able to go to work each day and leaving the workplace better than you found it is a big bonus for me, and it's a big tick for me.
Being able to pass on my skills to willing people and seeing them from the very beginning not being able to even pick up a hammer to training them up, making these pieces of furniture, and to see their happiness.
I think there are lots of ideas of happiness. Mine's to be comfortable and outside of my comfort zone at the same time.
Oh my goodness. A truffle, a bowl of amazing pasta.
Happy anniversary, WA Training Awards, 25 years, what an achievement.
Hey, WA Training Awards, 25 years, fantastic. Happy anniversary. If you get a silver platter, I'll bring the food.
Congratulations on making it to 25 years. A lot of people celebrate that for many reasons, but it's been a success story.
And I know that you've definitely changed my life, and I know that you've changed so many other people's lives, and I feel like you're going to continue doing that, and it's a really great opportunity for everyone involved.
Happy birthday to the WA Training Awards. You've done an amazing job in enabling people and businesses across WA, so thumbs up.
Happy birthday!
Exactly the same.
Yeah. Wasn't planned, we did not pre-plan that.
Just before we have another short break, the ambassadors who were in the video, can I just ask you guys to stand? And we'd just like to celebrate your achievements and celebrate your contribution to tonight. So if you were in the video as one of the ambassadors for our 25th year, could you just stand just so we can see you and say thank you? And we give you a round of applause. Great job. Fantastic job. So well done to being part of tonight and having yourself on the video. We really appreciate it. Are you enjoying the evening? Because we've still got a few more awards to go. And we're going to kick it off right now with the winner of last year's award for the WA Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year. All right, so are we ready to hear from this lovely girl? Yes? Okay, we're going to welcome back, thank you, Soleil White onto the stage. Please make her very welcome. Soleil, thank you for joining me. Now remember what I said, you can do whatever you want to me. But when we have people up on stage, we have to listen to them. Soleil, you won your category.
I did.
And on a national level, I see you've inspired your employer, Kimberley Aboriginal Medical Services, who just won the Small Training Provider of the Year.
Yeah.
Where are you guys?
Congratulations to Cams.
Which is fantastic. Big year for us, for you. Tell us about it.
So since winning the National Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year, I've continued to work at Broome Regional Aboriginal Medical Service as an Aboriginal health worker, and I'm 2 weeks off from finishing my Diploma of Nursing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How long did the Diploma of Nursing take you?
2 years. Yeah.
Was it full time?
Yeah, full time.
And was it like a lot of hard going? How did you find doing it?
Yeah, it was pretty hard because I was working full time and I've got a 3-year-old daughter.
Okay, let's everyone stop. Working full time, got a 3-year-old daughter and has almost finished her Diploma of Nursing.
Thank you.
I've got a 3-year-old son and he's crazy. I mean, I barely got here tonight, so I don't know how you even... But girls are different. Boys are a bit nutso, right? I mean, they really are. Boys are crazy. Yeah, it's true. And so, well done on that. Like, that must be a huge achievement as a mum to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I always believe in inspiring the next generation, especially the youth.
Yeah.
Particularly our Indigenous people of Australia. So I really would like to be a role model for them and the people back in my community.
Okay, one more. One more thing. Soleil is actually going to Brisbane to be a judge for the Australian Training Awards. Let me guess, you're not taking the child?
Maybe. It's a very important job, so
it's a very important job.
Got to be focused.
You cannot do it with children around you. What's it going to be like being a judge then?
I think the judging process for the WA Training Awards have been very interesting. It's great getting to know the participants, learning their story and how VET has really changed their life like my own. So I reckon it'll be a great experience.
Well, I think you're just inspirational.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the best and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Give her a big round of applause. Couldn't even do half of what she's doing. How amazing is that? All right. So I would now well done. Yeah, give her a round of applause. Fantastic. I'd like to introduce the WA Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year 2019 category right now. It is sponsored by the Graham Polypharma Foundation, and I would like to introduce Honourable Robert French AC, who is President of the Graham Polypharma Foundation Board, to present the award.
In 1997, the Graham Polypharma Foundation's first education project, Gumina Murnawani, Coming Together to Learn, was established in Karratha. The program was inspired by the vision of the great Graham Polypharma. Since then, the Foundation's education programs have been successfully replicated in communities across Australia. The Foundation's programs include learning clubs, STEM centres, and the flagship Follow the Dream. These programs provide students with after-school tuition and mentoring, holistic support, and educational and vocational opportunities. Thousands of Aboriginal students have graduated from the Foundation's programs and have gone on to become Australia's lawyers, doctors, engineers, actors, mechanics, designers, and more. There are currently 1,900 students engaged in 48 programs across Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I announce this year's winner of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year Award, I'd like to acknowledge the founder and patron of the Graham Polly Farmer Foundation, the late Graham Polly Farmer MBE. He passed away on the 14th of August, and he was honoured with a state funeral on the 26th of August. He was an outstanding leader and a visionary, not only in his chosen sport of football, but also in his vision for Indigenous education at primary and secondary school levels. And it was his initiative that led 25 years ago to the establishment of the Graham Polly Farmer Foundation, which has seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Aboriginal students going through the programs in primary and secondary school, going to further education and to university, and filling a whole range of leadership occupations in our society. We are very proud to continue his legacy and to honour it by this presentation of this award tonight.
The WA Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year finalists are Talisha Benel Mustika.
I've tried several different learning styles. I found that this is actually a very good way to get into an industry and discover whether you like it. Like some industries, you're going to do the study and then you don't even know what the job is for 5 years, and then you go into it and you're like, I don't like this job. Traineeships and apprenticeships allow you to come into the job, do the study, and actually see the industry how it is, because you're getting an insider view. You're not looking from the outside.
Benita Brown.
My ultimate goal would be to become an Indigenous business supplier myself to the resource industry. I've spent a lot of years working in the resource industry, so it'd be nice to be able to provide to the resource industry. I'm currently working on business partnerships at the moment, and I want to create more opportunities for Indigenous people.
Rikisha Voss.
Quite proud of myself. The world of IT is just insane. It's not just computers, there's just so much. So I've enjoyed learning that and really pushing myself to keep going and not give up, because there was times where I was like, this is too much for me. So I'm just happy that I've pushed myself, and I was able to complete my certificate as well as learning lots. Yeah, happy.
Jodie Wyatt.
I chose to study the Cert 4 in Aboriginal Leadership and Mentoring because I think it's very important for Aboriginal women to be moving up in their careers, and it's a passion of mine to make those opportunities available for other Aboriginal women. I really enjoyed the culturally safe environment. Our trainers were amazing. I really liked the fact that it taught us to think like a manager, less operational.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year for 2019 is Rikisha Voss.
Okay. Well, bear with me guys, I'm really nervous. Okay, so firstly, I would like to thank the Graham Polly Farmer Foundation for sponsoring this award. I never had the pleasure of meeting the late Mr. Farmer, but that doesn't diminish my appreciation for what he has achieved for Indigenous people. I'm sure that wherever Polly is right now, he is happy knowing that future generations of aspiring Indigenous students like myself are being guided by the foundation set up in his name. So a big thank you to Graham Polly Farmer and everyone that works for that foundation. I'd also like to thank the Department of Training, Workforce and Development and the State Training Board, as well as Aspire Performance Training, whom I completed my traineeship through. And a special thanks to the people that helped me along the way. My colleagues, my friends, my family, but most importantly, my two beautiful babies, who are my motivation and inspiration for everything that I do. I never would have dreamed of being on this stage when I started my traineeship 18 months ago, so it's a huge accomplishment for myself. To the other nominees, there's no doubt that everyone up here is deserving of this award, so please be proud of yourself, as everyone in this room is proud of you also. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Congratulations again to Rakesha Voss, and well said, Rakesha. Congratulations to all the finalists tonight, because even to get on the stage as a finalist is a great achievement and a lot of hard work. So congratulations to all of them as they leave the stage. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. We are now going to hear from the WA Vocational Student of the Year 2018. The vocational winner was Caitlin Noble, and we're going to have a chat about her year before we introduce the new Vocational Student of the Year. So Caitlin, please come up on stage. Here she is. Very well. Now, Caitlin, for those who don't know, you are an anaesthetic technician at King Eddie's, yes, and you won the WA and Australian Vocational Student of the Year award. Yeah. What change has that had on you over the last year?
It's been a pretty big year, winning both the WA and Australian Vocational Student of the Year. It propelled me in my career. I got some pretty big job promotions. I've been fortunate enough to sort of go around and talk to some schools and some students and really talk about the vocational training pathway. And I'm looking at going back to TAFE and sort of being a guest lecturer and talking about my training experiences and sort of inspiring the next generation of vocational students.
How
it's
fantastic.
been pretty good.
And tell us about the job. What do you love about it? The anaesthetic technician.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful.
Oh, it sounds great.
It's a very full-on career. I work at King Eddie's, so we've got a lot of birthing, a lot of babies over there. It's a very rewarding experience. It's amazing, and I love what I do. I'm very proud to be an anaesthetic technician over there.
Fantastic. This is Caitlin, everyone. Caitlin, you've been a great ambassador for the sector.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate it. Congratulations on the awards that you've won.
Thank you.
No worries. Big round of applause for Caitlin, everyone. All right, we are now going to welcome the Vocational Student of the Year 2019. To present the award, I'm going to bring back the Honourable Samantha Rowe, MLC. She's going to present the award. Samantha, thank you for coming back on stage.
I can see but you when you dance, feel good creeping up on you, so just dance, come on.
How fantastic are all the winners from last year? Such great futures. Fabulous. I can't remember having such a good future when I was their age. And now look at me. We're going to hear from the finalists.
The WA Vocational Student of the Year finalists are Chloe Bagent.
The fact that it's so accessible to all Australians, I think it's really important to have adult education. For me, I came from a horticulture industry and I didn't really have any opportunity to grow further within that industry, but the fact that I was then able to completely retrain and be re-employed within the same year was amazing.
Angela Hill.
What I enjoyed most was the engagement in the classroom. Hearing from my peer group, there was a huge variety of types of people or different stages of their career doing the course. The facilitators were really experienced, so they had great stories that they could share too. The best part for me was having those conversations that just happened naturally, organically with the group. And we were able to toss around ideas and topics and all contribute with a different vantage point. And I thought that was really valuable.
Kim Logue.
I just wanted to do something with my hands, something tangible, something that I could see physically in front of me what I'd done. So doing a certificate too in cabinet making and furniture making gave me the opportunity to build things and to actually see each day the physical progress going from each session to each session, and it was really, really rewarding.
Lauren Shields.
I really enjoyed working with some really great lecturers. They seemed to be juggernauts in their field and they were spending time to help me move letters around on a page, which was incredible. I loved how paralleled the training was with actual industry, and I actually got the chance to work with live client briefs. I even got to be involved in different programs, and I was involved in the AGDA mentorship program as well.
Okay, the WA Vocational Student of the Year for 2019 is Chloe Beigette.
Congratulations to Chloe. I'm going to ask Chloe to say a few words, but she looked at me kind of hesitantly, so I think this is another one of those where we've got to be quiet and listen to Chloe. Congratulations, Chloe. Have a few words.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so honoured to be able to represent youth work as an industry, and to be able to become an ambassador for WA Training is amazing. I can't explain how much my youth work studies last year changed my life. It's opened up so many doors for me. Not only did I learn the skills to go into the community services industry, but I just gained so much confidence in myself, and now I really have a better idea of where I want to go in my career, and I can't wait to learn more and train again to get further. I really want to thank the WA Training and Workforce Development, and also the State Training Board. It's amazing that we all have access to such affordable education in WA. I'm so grateful for that, and thank you to South Regional TAFE, especially the Busselton campus. My lecturer Gloria Ross was amazing, and I could not have done it without her. And thanks so much to my husband Kurt, because he supported me through my career change, and yeah, he's amazing. So thank you. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you so much. Now, what's important, I think, is thanking the lecturers as well. I think that's great. And also family support, so important, as you can hear from the winners, especially when people are changing careers. That's often really difficult. You're not sure if you can. And having the family support's really important. So again, thank you to all the families that are supporting the finalists and the winners tonight. I think that's really important. What Chloe said really means a lot. So big shout out to Chloe's husband then, who hopefully is here tonight. All right, we're going to hear from the WA Trainee of the Year 2018, Beth Hodder. Beth, would you like to come up on stage? Give her a round of applause.
How deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you?
Hello.
How deep is your love?
Hi Beth, how are you?
Hi everyone. It's nice to be more relaxed on this evening.
Is that
compared to
right?
last
Just
year.
all a bit pent up. Now, you won WA Trainee of the Year last year. You did a traineeship with Western Power.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, and you've achieved some great stuff there.
I have. So I've been very lucky to be propelled in my career and get involved in a lot of stuff. I think having an award under your belt really helps with that. I'm lucky enough to be a change implementation lead at RAC now, so I have had a little bit of a organisational jump.
Okay.
But
and what does that mean? So you're working now at the RAC and it's a new role. So what do you have to do?
To put it in a nutshell, I am the connecting point between the people working on the project and the people that's affected by it.
Fantastic. And you love the new job?
Love it. Love being around people and supporting people, so that's what drives me.
And so what was really important about winning WA Trainee of the Year? Because we're about to give another award. What was so special about that?
So I think it's really important to actually stand back and recognise your achievements. So winning an award and going through the whole awards process and really taking that time to reflect on the things that you've achieved during your traineeship. And I think that's one of the biggest things I've taken away from being a trainee, is actually taking that time to acknowledge how far I've come and how important it is to take that time and really appreciate learning, because we will be learning our whole lives. But yes, traineeship has definitely made that transition from a career change a lot easier.
Yes.
And learning on the job, you can't beat that.
Fantastic. Are you having a good night with your table and everything?
We are, so...
What's going on with your table? Are they the rowdy ones?
So last year, all the WA winners were girls, and we kind of hashtagged ourselves as Girl Gang. And obviously, 4 of our girls won nationals, so...
That's fantastic.
Western Australian represent.
Oh, totally. Well done. You cannot have enough hashtags for that. Thank you so much, Beth. I appreciate that. Give a shout out to Beth, who has come up to talk so nicely about WA Trainee of the Year. Beth, thank you. Okay. The WA Trainee of the Year Award 2019 is actually sponsored by Crown Perth. And we want to welcome to the stage Mr. Lonnie Bossy, who is the Chief Operating Officer of Crown Perth.
Crown Perth is proud to be the largest single-site private sector employer in WA, employing over 5,800 staff members. To date, approximately 2,000 apprentices and trainees have been awarded with nationally accredited qualifications. Priding itself on creating opportunities for all Western Australians and investing in its people, Crown Perth understands that lasting success relies on the passion, skill and dedication of its employees, which is the reason it has invested over $2 million in dedicated learning and development facilities. The finalists for WA Trainee of the Year are Rebecca Hudson.
The biggest thing I took away from my training was the growth in myself, in my personality, self-belief and confidence. So yeah, I'm still quite humble, but yeah, it's amazing what doors open when you believe in yourself.
Alexandra Mell.
I decided to do my traineeship after I had my son. I've always wanted to forge a career in industry, so he was a really driving force behind me. And my end goal is environmental management. So I decided to do my traineeship to really get from ground level an understanding of the processes of a refinery.
Caitlin O'Connell.
The benefits of learning on the job allowed me to get a bit of perspective of what would be like if I was a librarian, and I got to be very familiar with the colleagues and the regulars and learn the ways of the business. And off the job, the advantages were that I could do all of my logbooks and my skills journals, and I had a lot more time to do my units without having to prioritise the library's jobs and skills at that point.
Sally Farr.
Being in the leadership environment and being a current leader in a mining organisation, it allowed me, to take best practice, learn new skills and hone them immediately with my teams and other teams within the organisation. So it was a great opportunity to be able to walk out of the classroom one day and walk into, a meeting room or walk into a team meeting the following day and be able to start to use some of those skills and tools that we learnt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the WA Trainee of the Year for 2019, Rebecca Hudson.
Rebecca is going to say a few words. She's just very nervous. She's got to collect herself. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yes.
All right. No, you have this.
Oh, thanks. Hi, I'm absolutely honoured to be receiving this award tonight. It just means so much to me to represent women in the heavy lift industry and mature age trainees. This mobile traineeship has helped me grow as a person and believe in myself, and for this reason I want to mentor and support other people coming up through the industry. Thank you to the Department of Training and Workforce Development, State Training Board and our sponsor Crown Perth for making this event and award possible. To my previous supervisor Robert Fish, commonly known as Fishy, and the mobile equipment team. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Fishy saw a great opportunity for a female crane operator traineeship when South 32 was open to suggestions to increase gender equality. Your will to set this up has got me to where I am today, and I thank you. Due to this form of training I received and the introduction to the heavy lift, I was recognised by BHP, and now I have endless opportunities to advance my career. I can't speak highly enough about the people who have made BHP the amazing company it is. And a big shout out to my RTO, Australian Training Management. You're such a professional company, yet your familiarity and kindness has made the whole traineeship experience fantastic. Thank you to my amazing children, Justin, Zoe and Christy. You're my inspiration, motivation and my joy. To my parents and friends, couldn't have done it without you. You've been amazing support. And lastly, kudos to these wonderful ladies here on stage with me tonight. This has been an amazing journey going through the WA Training Awards, and to be here is such a credit to you by showing excellence in your field. So thank you.
Well said, Rebecca, and well done to the finalists as well. Again, I can't say enough how much effort it takes just to become a finalist. So we'd like to thank all the ladies up there tonight, including the winner, Rebecca Hudson. Well done. And thank you, Lonnie, as well, from Crown for sponsoring this great award. Now, we've only got a couple more awards left, so, we really want to hear it for the finalists on these, okay? But firstly, we're going to talk to the WA School-Based Apprentice of the Year 2018. Her name is Caitlin Whittle. Now, like many people tonight, the guys who won last year also won the Australian title as well as the West Australian title. So they went over to, where did you go last year for the Australian finals? You went to Sydney and you won that as well, which is fantastic. Please make a very welcome, Caitlin Whittle.
Hi everyone.
So Caitlin, you won in WA, you went to Sydney, and then you took out the Australian title. We've actually spoken to quite a few people tonight who've done that. What was that like in Sydney?
To be honest, I was absolutely shocked. I didn't think I was going to win at all. I mean, the finalists from the other states had amazing stories and they were absolutely amazing people.
Yeah, but you won.
Well, just to have met them and to meet all the influential people there was incredible. So being able to win such a prestigious award was an achievement in itself. I felt really blessed.
Well, it's amazing. So you're at uni now. Tell us what you're doing.
Yes, so I'm still torn between the two pathways. So I'm doing nursing at Curtin University while I work in the hospitality industry. Also gaining my RSA this year, doing a few barista courses. My love for learning is still there. So doing as much as I can and getting as many experiences as I can while I can.
That's wonderful. How are you finding nursing at Curtin?
It's great. I definitely think that a lot of the skills that I learnt through my hospitality course, I've been able to transfer into that course, and I feel like I'm better prepared to handle the responsibilities, the pressures, the workload that a lot of people in my course are struggling with. So I definitely think doing that vet course while I was in school was an amazing benefit for me and for my future career.
And going across to Sydney with the WA winners, what was that trip like?
Absolutely amazing. Such an amazing group of girls.
Yes.
Loved every second of it. We all got to bond.
And this is the girls who hashtagged the thing, isn't it? You're like the hashtag girls.
Yeah,
I love that.
Hashtag girl gang. Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Such a stunning group of people.
So it was
honestly.
a great experience.
Yes.
Caitlin, lovely to meet you, and thank you for coming on, and we hope you have a very successful journey. I'm sure you will for your career.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Round of applause for Caitlin, everybody. I love the hashtag, girls. I think that's great. All right, which brings us to the WA School-Based Apprentice of the Year 2019, and it's sponsored by Roy Hill. I would like to welcome back Mr. Tony Whitcomb, Head of Health and Safety from Roy Hill. Tony, make your way to the stage, please. Thank you.
Roy Hill. Roy Hill is an integrated iron ore mining, rail and port operation in the Pilbara region. The business relies on an efficient, flexible, cost-effective and well-trained workforce to meet business needs. In the past 12 months, over 150 traineeships and apprenticeships were commenced at Roy Hill. The organisation is driven to give back to the community by offering genuine training and employment opportunities to Western Australians with limited or no mining experience while upskilling existing employees.
So this is our second last award of the evening. You've all been fantastic, but let's really hear it for our finalists as they come up on the stage. Here they are.
The WA School-Based Apprentice of the Year finalists are Dion Emin.
I've always been in the kitchen ever since I was a real young boy. Like, my mum would always take me into the kitchen with her. With my family, it's always very food orientated. Like, we're always together, we're always eating. So I think that's what started me off to become a chef. I've always wanted to join the Navy or the Army in general, but I could never decide on what I wanted to do, like chef or Defence Force. So I figured I'd put 2 and 2 together and be a chef in the Defence Force.
Tiffany Heelan.
My school-based traineeship's really setting me up because it's giving me different experiences that I wouldn't have got if I wasn't in training. Having both on-the-job and off-the-job training is you're really able to mix them together. So everything that we learn in our practicals relates to our theory, and our theory helps us to be better when we are working. So everything we learn sort of backs each other up and works together really well.
Alicia Spargo.
I kind of like the idea of stepping out of my comfort zone, going to the Metropolitan Cemeteries Board. It definitely isn't something you hear every day. And you have to really change how you communicate and your emotions. You have to really be quite sensitive with how you control them. It's really quite helpful actually in maintaining that professional composure that whole time.
Okay, so the winner of the WA School-Based Apprentice of the Year 2019 is Tiffany Heelan.
First of all, I'd just like to say a huge thanks to my parents and all of my family. My parents have given up a lot to make sure that I can be in this training program that I am in. And also a huge thanks to Nikki, Rocky, Matt, Devon and everyone else at CEDA WA who gives students like me a great opportunity to be in training, and I can't wait to take it further and represent sport and recreation and training in WA. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Well done, Tiffany. And again, well done to all the finalists tonight. And thank you to Roy Hill for sponsoring this great award, the WA School-Based Apprentice of the Year 2019. Well done. All right, so it's the last award of the night. You've gotten through. Well done. Well done to all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Have you all made use of the makeup area up the back before the night commences? Okay, good. All right. Now we're going to get on to the WA Apprentice of the Year 2019, but we're first going to hear from last year's winner by the name of Megan Fever. Megan, please make your way to the stage. Megan, big award.
Yes.
Last one of the night, and you won it last year.
I did. I had to wait for a beer until 10:30 p.m. last year.
And this is the thing that happens when you get an award late at night. You end up the only sober one. How did it feel when your name was called out, Apprentice of the Year 2018?
I didn't believe it.
True?
True. Yeah.
What were you doing? Tell us about your apprenticeship.
I was an electrical apprentice. I worked for Western Power.
Yes.
And I spent 4 years just living the dream, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Learning, living, it was just amazing.
It was great. And so what are you doing now?
So I've actually, since winning the
Yes,
WA
yep.
Apprentice of the Year, I have actually got a promotion. The skills that I got from all of the interviews that I went through gave me the confidence to apply for a new job.
Okay.
And I'm now a protection commissioning technician.
Okay, hang on, that sounds very, very in-depth. Go ahead, what's that?
Okay, so are you sure?
Yeah, I do. Actually, say what it is again.
It's a protection commissioning technician.
Okay, good.
It's not as good as an anaesthetic technician.
That's right. So what do you do? What does that do?
Okay, so we'll have construction come in and put up some newer plant. So
hey,
circuit
if you guys
breakers.
know what it is, then you can
Right,
talk.
you can
but
put
if
your
you don't
hands up.
know what it is, then you've got to listen to this, right? Yeah. That
I'm
ain't
sorry,
right.
everybody. So construction will come in and put up new plants, so circuit breakers, current transformers, and we will come in after that, fix all of the problems and make it ready for service.
You love it.
I do love it.
You can see your passion for it.
Yes, I do love it.
Okay. Now, you have been a great vet ambassador. What would you say to the next winner? What advice would you give them?
Take as many opportunities as you can to speak to as many people as you can.
Yep.
Because you can touch anybody's life just by sharing your story.
20 years ago, would you have thought that you would have been doing this?
No. And I wish I'd had someone come and tell me at school that an apprenticeship was an option. So I want to take, the opportunity to tell this year's winner that you need to make an effort to really talk to kids out there and encourage them into apprenticeships.
What a great story. Megan, thank you so much for sharing it
Thanks
with
for
us.
having me.
Thank you all for listening to what Megan does. We've all learnt something. Thank you, Megan. What a worthy winner. How fantastic. All right, this is it. It's the final award of the evening. It's the WA Apprentice of the Year 2019. It is sponsored by MEGT Australia. And to present the award are Field Operations Manager WA, MEGT. Yep, give him a round of applause. It's Mr. Russell Carling. Russell, you have some fans.
Established in 1982, MEGT is an Australian not-for-profit organisation that has been supporting local employers, apprentices and trainees for over 35 years. As the largest and only national apprenticeship network provider, MEGT are your local apprenticeship experts. MEGT provides apprentice and trainee sign-up and registration, assistance with government financial incentives, end-to-end apprenticeship and traineeship program management, high-quality candidates and flexible labour solutions, fast, easy apprentice and trainee payroll services, ongoing mentoring, coaching and support. MEGT, your local apprenticeship experts. The WA Apprentice of the Year finalists are Anthony De Cristofaro.
I was working sort of on the mines and there was nowhere to go from there. Job security wasn't very good, so I decided to sort of retrain myself and get a skill so I would be able to secure my family's future. I got 3 young kids and a wife. I chose carpentry as my trade because it's a trade where there's a skills shortage, and I've always enjoyed working with my hands, and I thought it'd be handy to have this for personal life as well as work life.
Mark Halden.
I did my WACE exams and got my ATAR. I didn't truly believe that reflected my intelligence or worth as a person, and a lot of that was because I just didn't quite know how I learned at that point in time. Since leaving and the training that I've received at TAFE and in my workplace, there has been that of a hands-on description so that I can physically do things, pull them apart, work out how they work, answer all my own questions that way, and I've always got someone there that can guide me, point me in the right direction, and really make sure I understand the topic.
Ben Lovering.
I felt like at 33 it was time to be the best I can be, and I started my hairdressing journey at Taylor Weir. And the benefits that I've gotten out of it is I've got my qualification and I work in an industry that I absolutely love and I'm incredibly passionate about, and it allows me to be creative. And I thoroughly enjoy it. I wake up every day and I want to be the best I can be and stand out from the rest, and I'm allowed to do that in this industry.
Jesse Majorana.
Learning a skill or a trade, it increases your value, not only practically but also intellectually. I have worked as an unskilled contractor for a long period of time, and the job satisfaction that I get out of what I'm doing now is far greater than what I was doing previously. and then having the ability to impart that knowledge that you've learnt on somebody else is really satisfying and really rewarding.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to announce the West Australian Apprentice of the Year for 2019 is Anthony Di Cristofaro.
Anthony, you happy to say a few words? Congratulations.
Thank you.
No worries. All yours.
That's unbelievable. I've got a few things prepared. So first of all, congrats to the other finalists. I met these guys for the first time today, but they're all a great bunch of guys, and you're all here for a reason, and any one of us could be standing here. Hold your heads high. I think the judges just said, we're going to pick the best looking bloke and give him the trophy. Congrats, boys. Quick thank you to the Department of Training and Workforce Development, State Training Board, MEGT. This opportunity wouldn't be possible without them. To stand here after completing the apprenticeship and having everything recognised at this level is an amazing feeling, so thank you for that opportunity. I want to thank a few people that have shown me support throughout my apprenticeship. North Metro TAFE, Sue, somewhere somewhere, thanks for helping me prepare for my semi-final. My host employer Hanson, who I did most of my apprenticeship with, in particular a couple of site managers here tonight, Mike and Marsh. Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunities you've given me, and it's really nice to have you both here tonight. I'll wrap it up in a sec. I have to acknowledge, lastly, two people who have had obviously the biggest impact on my success. The first one is my employer directions, my field officer, Steve Thomas. Steve, mate, I got like 20 seconds left. What can I say? Every apprentice needs a Steve Thomas looking after him, mate, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm grateful that we started as apprentice and field officer, but we finished as lifelong friends, mate. So, thank you. Lastly, most important person by far I want to thank is my wife, Rebecca. Beck, as far as I'm concerned, this trophy could easily say Ant and Beck. It's, you told me I'd win and I won. Your belief in what I can achieve not only drives me, but warms my heart. I love you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anthony, wonderful. Congratulations. And like Anthony said, congratulations to all the finalists. Really well deserved, guys. You guys need to get a hashtag going as well. I think that's the only cure, a hashtag. Give them all a round of applause as they make their way up the stage. Fantastic. And they have their photo. Well, that wraps up the awards for tonight, the WA Training Awards 2019. How good was that? But it's not over yet because we are celebrating the 25th anniversary of the awards. So what we would love to do, there are photographers everywhere. They're coming out of the woodworks, right? Because what we want to do is get all our winners up tonight, as well as our 2018 winners and our 25th year ambassadors, and we would love you in front of the stage for a big group photo. Do you reckon we can do that?